The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length.
His first throw is an interception. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. He's got it to his running back. Down inside the 15 before going out. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Allen on 3rd down. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Extra points up and good by shootout. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Will McDonald there on the tackle. And in it's a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Now Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Give now to the running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action now with Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Purdy gets this from the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the 49ers with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense.
And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. And it's picked off, but, oh, yeah. He was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To throw again, it's Purdy. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The fourth down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Allen on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Push through, baby. Let's do this.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. Kincaid there to bring it in near the sideline. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finding Pearsall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Here's Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. motion again following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
George Kittle, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They gained 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Allen off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hauled in left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a 49er 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. flattened to the ground.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Purdy trying on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now it's Purdy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Right up the gut. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. 49ers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4. Back to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Catch is made in close. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2. They put a receiver in motion here left. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups, and that time they get the matchup they want, they go big 2. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. Did the Bills get to it? They did! They got it back! Okay, they pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game needing a kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now it comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way?
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their first win of the season. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with a West Coast trip, they played their game. They're taking his victory back east with them. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win.